What up, Entourage? Welcome to this week's Waiver Wire Edition, Week 13. Well, let's get right into it. The fantasy football Entourage are winning. Well, guys, I must admit, it wasn't even fun doing this video or coming up with who, because there's just really nothing that enticing on this week's waivers. Like, I don't know if any potential league winners. I guess maybe we'll have to see how rigid, what's this guy, Sean McVay is. I'm talking about Cam Akers. He's possibly the only, potential league winner or, real impact player, I should say. But I've been telling you guys to get Cam Akers for weeks now. You should already have him. If you don't, hopefully you have a priority waiver and use it on him because he is worth it. I mean, he is the second round pick that they should have been using. He is the best talent in that backfield. It's definitely not Darrell Henderson, and even more so not Malcolm Brown. And we saw with that 69-yard run he had 9 carries, 84 yards rushing, and a touchdown. So hopefully, that signals to the coaching staff that he is ready. I think the only thing really stopping him was the little stuff, the pass protection, things like that. He's also the best pass catcher in that backfield. So he is by far the number one priority waiver. But like I said, should have been had him. My number 2 waiver, the other guy in the thumbnail, is Kiki QT. He's probably going to be overlooked by a lot of analysts and fantasy owners alike. But, now that Will Fuller is suspended for 6 games, Kiki QT has shown flashes in the past. I think a lot of his stuff was like more mental. He was in the doghouse for a while, but, he came up big 2 years ago as a rookie in that playoff game against the Colts. He had like 16 receptions or something. And then 2 weeks ago, they asked him to fill in. He had 2 red zone targets, including a touchdown against New England. Last week, he was quiet, but again, the opportunity should be there. And I love slot receivers, especially in PPR, because when you're talented, when you're playing the slot, when you're playing for a team that's going to be in a lot of shootouts, Houston, their defense is not good. They also lost their best corner, Bradley Roby. So Kiki Cutie should have plenty of opportunities and could be in that flex wide receiver 3 conversation. My next guy is another receiver, and that's Rashad Perryman. The talent is there. Another player who should have opportunity with the Jets not having the best defense, obviously. And he has 3 straight double-digit points, or games, I should say. He had 27 points 3 weeks ago, then 13 points 2 weeks ago, 11 points this past week. So he's been pretty consistent and could be a wide receiver 3 for you the rest of the way with, any type. Could have upside of wide receiver 1 at any given moment because he is a deep threat. So all it takes is one play. Fortunately, Sam Darnold is a little unreliable, but for at least 10 points, that again puts you in that flex wide receiver 3 consideration. Another Jet is Frank Gore. I know it's not pretty, starting a 35-year-old running back, but he has back-to-back weeks with double digits, had 18 carries this past week, had a touchdown his first of the season 2 weeks ago, and this week coming up plays the Cincinnati Bengals. The running back position, there's just not a lot of good players on there. So he, again, is going to be maybe a low running back 2, a flex consideration given the matchup and the amount of opportunities that he's getting. Last but not least is Kyle Rudolph, just because, like the running back position, tight end hasn't been that great. In 2 games without, or the 2 games that Irv Smith missed, he had 9 receptions, 79 yards, and a touchdown. So that definitely puts him in that, borderline TE1 conversation. Irv Smith has a nagging groin injury, so Kyle Rudolph could be a nice filler, especially if he plays against the Jags. Hooper just scored on him the past week. They give up the 3rd most touchdowns to tight ends, so Kyle Rudolph, as long as Irv Smith misses this next game, he's could be a decent pickup for this week in particular, and as long as Irv Smith is out. Well, there you have it, guys. My top 5 waivers. I know it's not the most lovely of the bunch, but these are players that can have some impact in your lineup as long as you temper expectations. Like always, Entourage, if you have any questions, leave your comment down below, whatever the question may be. It could be about waivers. It could be, well, I think trades are pretty much up, but it could be dynasty, whatever the case may be. Comment, show me some love with a like. Until next time, guys. Peace.